Next up, we have Gizmo and not Ruka. This is going to be
Oh, no, it's
Geo.
Ruka.
Oh, I thought the name was not Ruka.
Nah, I promise you it's him.
Okay. Okay, you
I'm
see the
making a
player
joke.
name though.
Yeah, I know. I know. Good start here from Gizmo though. Has
All right,
Chip
Ruka,
already
I got mixed. I'm on record. You got me with the mixed. Giovanna, one of her strengths, we haven't got to see a Geo yet on stream. One of her strengths, all of her normals are just incredibly good at this particular role they fill. And we're seeing Gizmo right now not take a super committal approach. Normally Giovanna is more of a rushdown character, but obviously against Chip you gotta be. Yeah, okay, get the.
That stings.
Okay, get the wall break. Gonna go for the super. Yeah, okay. So I think this will kill.
Gonna put him darn close, but not enough.
Didn't get the full.
Good blue RC away. Is able to block that overhead. Challenging again. There's the throw. Put him down.
Excellent throw. Giovanna's overhead move, the little flip. It's not very fast. It's easy enough to react to on block, but it's plus on block. Like, you're not supposed to block. You're supposed to do something else. So, like...
Giovanna is all about interrupting her pressure. There's no... I mean, there's gaps, sure. That's exactly what you're looking for. But very rarely are you going to finish extremely negative in which that you, in such a way that you're going to get punished. You need to recognize her strings, you need to recognize the openings, and hit a button. Risk getting counter hit.
And that far S that she's doing, it is so good at catching low air dashes. Like, it is a deceptively good anti-air button. Alright, jumps, doesn't get got by the overhead. We're back to mid-screen.
Oh,
and that's going to be all she wrote.
Slips it in there, already got him with the Alpha Blade, so he's worried about getting his toes clipped by that, so he stays perfectly still and gets grabbed for it.
Ruka doing an excellent job of just rotating through the chip option. There you go. Showing the appropriate response to that overhead, which is just not blocking it, interrupting it before it hits you. It's quite late. Oh, excellent burst. I think that would have been some big damage on a wall break otherwise. No, you can't. You can't press the buttons there. Oh, her close S is so good.
This is basically going to seal it. This one mix will shut it down. Data Blade? No, holds. He's defensive. Alpha's from the sky. He's playing completely defensive. Tension doesn't matter. Danger meter doesn't, or danger warning doesn't matter. Fine, take my bar. Do what you want with it. But I'm not approaching this Giovanna unless it's on exactly my terms.
Okay, yeah. Gio with an excellent throw, but Chip's in chip range.
Oh, yeah, and doesn't commit.
Such a dangerous place to be. Chip has the opportunity to delay those follow-ups for a very long time, so it's possible for him to catch attempts to actually counter poke in that moment. But you must be, like, the fear is real when you've got literally nothing to spare health-wise.
Right.
Okay. Nice 6 feet. Okay, gold burst, so we immediately get Green Giant Giovanna. She gets a guts boost and a damage boost.
Yep. That becomes Potemkin's defense and an extra 10% of that damage compared to her normal stuff. I mean.
Okay, gets the sneaky cross up. Keeps the corner. Going for the fancy wall combo. Oh, drops it. But still, this
down hard.
Yeah, this round's looking like a bit of a wrap. Yeah, I hate to see someone die with full bar. Giovanna does have mechanical benefits to holding on to meter, but there's a lot of opportunities, especially against Chip, to use some of your YRC or BRC options to just slow things down and really, like, return to a state where you're both kind of on an even footing.
Absolutely.
All right. We're seeing just some absolutely belligerent pressure. Here's the counter hit. Doesn't get a follow-up that guarantees a lot of damage.
Good Alpha Blade out, just spends those jumps, dips out of the corner, and now we're gonna have pressure for him. It's nothing fancy, it's not big damage, but
this is what I'm talking about. You want that YRC because you want to start. That normally is a plus situation for Chip, and really being able to turn that around on him is what you kind of need. we didn't see the J2Ks come out nearly as much in game 1, but now that they're starting to come out, the challenge is really on Gizmo to show that there's consistent answers to those.
Yeah. And there are. Those buttons exist. It's just a matter of pressing them.
Yeah, a lot of it can be determined by your spacing. If your back is against the wall and Chip doesn't have the opportunity to get on either side of you with the J2K, most characters 6P will get them right out. Mid-screen, it gets a little bit more complicated, but Gio's got this anti-air move.
Yeah, her pseudo DP that has the upper body invincibility.
Yeah, and you can see Ruka has some familiarity with it, and that he's being very particular not to fall so obviously.
Oh,
okay,
but that was obvious enough.
Yeah, this has some invulnerability. Goes straight into the RC. We're going.
That was some max bar combos right there if I ever saw them.
And honestly, we saw a very brave DP on Ruka's part, because if that was blocked, it was fully good night.
Just put it away right quick,
Yeah.
but he's going to get him there. A little bit of
So
stagger
that's
pressure puts him down.
one of those situations where it's like, it's not about the frames, it's about the spacing. Giovanna is minus after you block that hit, but if you don't attack with the right button, then she'll catch you out of the recovery or startup of what you're throwing out to try and challenge that. Excellent command throw. Okay. So in situations at that spacing, most characters can just 6P because Chip doesn't have the ability to go behind you. I say most because, like, obviously if you're Nago, you can't. Chip suddenly can go behind you. Yeah, there was excellent presence of mind on Gizmo's part to bait that burst, even if nothing came out of it. Hits with the raw overhead. We're gonna see, yeah.
Him again.
Set up, going to the wall. Doesn't get the full wall combo, but manages to get the break, the JD.
Using that positive bonus to play super defensively too. The amount of times they backdash is absurd,
Yeah.
and they're still going to get a full bar from it almost.
Good presence of mind on Ruka's part to use the faultless defense, because a lot of Giovanna's pressure, she can go back into it and she can take her turn back quite easily.
Yep.
So you can sort of force whiffs, or you can force her turn to be over if you're able to push her out that one of her normals doesn't connect. This is a risky situation.
This is the situation, and he gets them.
Got him. Good play by Ruka. Waking up the 6P, I think, was really like hoping for maybe a sneaky low to the ground air dash that was going to either be on the same side. I'm not sure that would have beat a cross up necessarily, but great presence of mind on Gizmo's part to go for the overhead. That's a situation where they have even less time than normal to react to it, and it's plus on block. So it's like, it's a very non-committal way. You get a little bit of chip. If they went for the DP, it's possible that the DP might have whipped in that situation, just because anytime you can go like directly over top of a character as they're waking up, you have a chance of making their DP go on the opposite side. So I think there was a lot of consideration to Gizmo's last decision, and that's the kind of cool that you need to see to take it all the way in an event like this.
Yep, and it's a great move. You know, as you said, that overhead comes in, you get a little bit of chip. On block, on hit, looks like you get all of chip. Bottom of the round, it was the right call entirely, and there was a lot of situations like that throughout. I wish we could go back and actually highlight them, where people were making small decisions that benefited themselves greatly. We brought it up in the last round, or in the last game at the very least. The faultless defense that was coming out from Ruka after getting the positive bonus to be able to just run away and to be able to deny Giovanna's pressure for a little bit, which, as everyone who has picked up this game for more than 30 minutes and has run into one on ranked, you don't want to deal with Giovanna's pressure, and a great way to deal with it is just push her further away.
Yeah, a lot of the Giovanna matchup is just like forcing her to not have her turn anymore. She's so good at just getting back in quite quickly and stealing it.